know if y'all watched the Super Bowl. Today is the first day of the season. All the prep work, all the things that you do throughout the winter, in the off season, all the mind thoughts, everything that you think about is always going through your mind about prepping for the season this year. And yes, here we are, 2023. It's game time. Game time. We have got to make things happen this week, every week, if we want a fifth angler of the year. I'm going to have to step up my game this year and get off with a good start. Now, preparing you a little bit. You guys watched the practice video, and you saw where yesterday, the second day of practice, the wind blew like 30 miles an hour in a direction that I didn't want it to blow, which is the direction where I felt like the best fish were going to be at. So I don't know. I just looked at the weather, and I don't think it's going to be calm for the first part of the day. I'm not sure if my area got so trashed that it turned into mud. The only thing we can do is go there this morning. It's a long run. We're headed down to Kissimmee. The only thing we can do is go there and see what happens. Pretty much I'm going to get to the area, stick a lure over in the water, see what color the water is. In Florida, you always want to have clean water. Always want to have clean water. And if it's not clean, we're going to be scrambling. So, the only thing left to do now is get on my clown suit, my jersey. If I can find it here in my suitcase somewhere. I got a jersey somewhere in there. All right, here we go, guys. Did a little rushing around this morning. Had to get the stat unit, a couple last minute things done. As you can see, the sun is coming up, and we are about to begin. This is when all the nerves start kicking in, like the excitement. This is season 29 for me. Thank you. Yes, this is season 29 for me. So even though I've been at this game a long time, it's still got a lot of excitement in it. And I've always said, if you can't get excited about what you're doing, you probably don't need it. And it's anything in life. So we're going to pull out a few rods, get prepped. The wind seems calm. I mean, look at the wind, the flags. My area could be cleaned up. Maybe the silt and all the debris is settled in. We won't know till we get there, but we are here, guys. Guys, I say it all the time. Thank you for the men and women who have fought for our freedoms. It means the world to everybody. I don't care what anybody else says. They can deny what the United States is all about and what you guys have done for us. But thank you for everybody who have sacrificed their lives, and for the people who are doing it now for us. Thank you.
14 ounces.
Non-scoreable.
Non-scoreable, my friend.
What you didn't see, I made a long run. The wind, as you saw yesterday, the wind was galing. So I was afraid it may have muddied up my area. And sure enough, I went to that area, and what did my wandering eyes should appear but a muddy area on Lake Kissimmee. Yes, that was, took a lot of time. Rode, went all the way over to another area, part of the lake, and caught two. You saw those two little ones, but not much. The leaderboard is not lit up. Like, the fishing is tough in Florida. You just never know. You never know if it's when these fish are going to turn on. It's always typically later in the afternoon. So I'm going to have to make another long run. I've been running around in period one. Haven't really settled in the area. I need to get in the area and settle down just so I can get some fish in a boat, and hopefully these next two periods will pan out to what I need. But not too good, guys, not too good. Saw it, but I just lost a 6-pounder. My heart is hurting. Freaking 6-pounder. That one's gonna make it.
9 pounds. 2 minutes. Pound, 2 ounces.
2-2. Making a run.
2 ounces.
You can guarantee that stings me. That stings me leaving. I got a penalty, so that stings me losing that 6-pounder just a couple minutes ago. But momentum's picking up. We got us another one. I got to move up.
1 pound, 5 ounces.
Yes, sir. Nickel and diamond up, guys. Nickel and diamond up. This is the Dudley Neko. Dudley finesse worm. This is a worm that I started building. There is a lot of straight tail worms out there, but I wanted mine to have the right action. And this is why I build baits. Feels like a good because it is. Yes, thank you, Lord. Mm.
1 pound, 11 ounces.
That's what I'm talking about.
1 pound, 11.
111, guys. 111. Feels good to make a charge here in the second quarter. Making a charge. You know my mind's still going back to that 6-pounder. But, hey, we're getting there. That was big. 0. Good.
1 pound, 3 ounces. Round squirrel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out.
That is the end of a dramatic second quarter. So we are in 10th place, I think.
We're 11th now.
Or we're in 11th.
Yep.
So we went from dead last halfway through the second period. Doop, 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 doop. We are now in 11th place with a 3-pound cushion over the cut weight. So if you're following this, the cut weight is the top 20, and right now it's at 8 pounds. So excited. I think I got some momentum going into the fourth quarter. I got about 1 pound, 5 ounces. And now remember, this is the biggest 5 the last few years we've been doing every fish count. So we're back to a 5-fish limit. I got a 1.5 I need to cull. I think if I rotate around a little bit more in this next period and then go try some grass, I think if I can land a couple more, like pretty obvious, if I land a couple more big ones, they can move up. That's what everybody always says. So that's what we're always thinking in our minds. So
13. You again are at 16th place with 11. Michael Neal, he's at 15th place with 11.2, just above you. Good. There we go. 1 pound, 12 ounces. 1 pound, 12.
The old tree shaker swim jig. 112. That's gonna get me some. That will definitely move me up for sure. The old swim jig, changing it up.
2 pounds, 2 ounces.
Weigh it one more time.
Oh, we gotta zero it out. Go ahead. Ready? Gotta zero it. Right.
Wow, it's
8 pounds. That's zeroed. 2 pounds, 2 ounces.
Knockout. You win.
All right, here we are, day after the first day of my derby. And as you can tell, I'm out here on the water, here at my brother's house, re-rigging some stuff. So what I want to talk to you about is actually the baits that I used and my thought process that went throughout the day. One of the worst things you can do as an angler is hit the choke button, hit the panic button. Just as you saw me, I started off slow. Here it is, first period, I'm sitting dead zero, last place. And even about a third way through the second period, I was still last place, hadn't caught a fish. In fishing, you'd never want to hit that choke button. And that's what separates a lot of great anglers from good anglers, is just not hitting the panic button, keeping your head focused in where you're at. Because you can get in a hurry. You can start scrambling and get yourself in a bad position, and it'll end up costing you the whole tournament. I'm happy with where I'm at. I am in the bubble boy. I'm 20th place. But one of the greatest things that I did yesterday was make a one little stop where I thought I could maybe pick up one fish, and it ended up getting momentum for me, as you saw in the reel. I started bouncing around, but my biggest key, I caught some in the canals on a crankbait, and yesterday I cranked a bunch of spots or whatever, and before I left an area, I said, I'm gonna pick up the old Dudley Finesse, and as soon as I picked up the Dudley Finesse, I caught one. So let me show you what I was using. This is pretty cool. Without this adjustment, I wouldn't have went there. So naturally, I'm going to be using the Crazy Series rod. This is a rod that I actually designed. Very proud of it. Me and Bailey Boutries are endorsing this pole, and it talks about how crazy of a dream it is to become a professional angler. Every time I see these wild and crazy colors, it just excites me. So I was using a 7'2" proficiency rod with the paired up with the Crazy reel. The lures I was using was the Dudley Finesse. You guys know about my Dudley Wacky. Now this is actually a prototype coming out, and if you're ever in Florida, June bug is like the green pumpkin of Florida. Anywhere else in the country that we go above Florida, green pumpkin dominates, but for some reason down here in this tannic water, June bug is like the green pumpkin of this world. So you heard me make the adjustment. I took the Dudley Finesse and just a straight tail worm. And one of the cool things about this build, it doesn't have any flat sides. Say like a Zoom trick worm has a flat side. This is completely round, the same size of say a Zoom trick worm. But what I did was I added some stiffness in it in certain areas and gave it a lot more action. But the key to this is the hookup ratio that you're going to get with this plastic. So paired it up with actually a Texas rig. I didn't use a Shaky head. I used the old Texas rig, rigged it Texas with a lightweight. Whenever you're fishing in Florida and you are around, I mean basically you're always fishing in 2 foot or less, that's when I'm going to drop to weights of 1/16 and an 1/8 ounce and a 3/16. Basically it gives them a chance, like when it's falling, if you use a big weight, think about this is 2 foot. If I got a, say a 5/16 on, and I make a cast there and that bass is looking this way, he didn't see it. But if I had a lightweight, made a cast, and he heard something, he went, oh, he got it. So the key was using a lightweight, using the green pumpkin of Florida, and making the adjustment of going from a crankbait to a finesse style bait. So you guys saw me lose that giant, and I'm never one to cry about anything, because hey, the 19 people in front of me, they could have lost a giant too. You just don't know in fishing what anybody else has done. So you can't ever claim something that was unclaimable. So yes, I did lose a big one. Of course, it does sting a little bit to see that one get away. But again, that's something that you can't let get in your mind. That's something that you can't let bother you in a tournament situation. That is one of the worst things you can do as an angler. Now you just saw day 1 of the tournament. Now we're going into day 2. Now day 2, we got a warming trend. The cold front is just getting out of here. I don't think it really hurt the weights that much. Looking at the anglers today, it seems to be on par. But the thing about Florida is everything can change overnight. These fish in Florida are bipolar. They're freaking bipolar. I mean, you can't predict these things with nothing. You can get an idea, but you can't predict them. So, hey guys, check back. Don't forget to watch the practice video that was posted earlier. Don't forget to watch the next video, which is going to be day 2. It's so cool to watch everything unfold. If you don't watch the whole sequence and you just watch somebody's video of a highlight reel and you don't get to learn much, you may as well just watch highlight reels of catching fish. Watch day 2. If you follow along in the journey, watch day 2, which will be coming up after this video. And hopefully we can learn something too, because I'm out here learning. Hopefully you're learning and learning a lot. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for all your support, and we will be back at you in a few days starting now. There he is.
Exactly 15 minutes remaining in period 2.